Verse 12 is most important, the faith of Jesus. Keep the commandments. People say, there you go, you should be keeping the Sabbath. That's the 10 commandments. No, the 10 commandments are the law of Moses. The Sabbath, as obligatory Sabbath keeping, Saturday keeping, is the sign of the old covenant. You don't want to go under the old covenant. So the commandments in this context are all the commandments of Jesus, as he inspired, or as it was inspired to give us the new law in the Spirit, right? The way to explain this to your friends is to say, I'm not under the law of the letter of Moses, but I am under the law of Messiah, Paul's phrase, which is the Spirit, because Jesus came not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it, to give it meaning it never had before. And he did say that one of the laws of divorce was now cancelled. Moses gave certain restrictions on divorce. Doesn't matter what they are, because they're not for us today. Jesus said, but I'm saying to you. Jesus also said, don't you know that even in the Old Testament, the priests broke the Sabbath and were guiltless? And guess what? I am the temple, Jesus said of himself. So you have to move into a new key in the new covenant. Keeping the commandments, therefore, does not here mean keeping the Sabbath in the letter. The law of Messiah is not, I have to repeat this because people don't understand it well, the law of Messiah is not the law of Moses. The law of Moses in the letter is not for you. You are not obliged to keep the Sabbath on Saturday, all the feasts, and to observe the food laws, because Jesus changed the food laws in Mark 7, when he spoke about things not defiling you, which come to you from outside, but what really defiles you is what comes from in. In saying that, Mark 7 says, Jesus abolished the food laws. That should be quite clear. Anyway, perseverance of the saints are those who keep the commandments of God, namely the commandments of Jesus and the new covenant, and have the faith of Jesus. So if you read Jesus carefully in Mark 7, you will see he abolished the food laws. Yes, doesn't matter. You can have shrimp, you can have pork. And they say, well, Jesus couldn't have had pork. How do you know that? You don't. But what he said there is, I'm abolishing the food laws, and therefore Paul says there's no need to fuss about food laws or what day of the week you meet on.
So back to the